Why do we celebrate the anniversary of an assassination? 15 years ago, in the middle of a plague that nearly destroyed Dunwall, a paid killer assaulted the palace where I was born and stabbed my mother in the heart. In the aftermath, the men who sent the assassin tried to use me as a pawn in a game of power. They would have succeeded, but my father, Corvo Attano, hunted them down and cut their conspiracy to pieces. All these years later, am I the ruler my mother wanted me to be? Now, we face a new crisis. A monster the papers are calling the Crown Killer has been picking off my enemies and dressing it up like my father and I are responsible. I don't know whether to get on a ship and sail to the opposite side of the world, or to have everyone around me executed. Ceremony today.
Your signet ring. There. You're ready.
Thank you, Alexei. Open the doors.
All hail Her Imperial Majesty, Emily Caldwin.
Loyal subjects, we're going through a difficult time, but today we honor my mother, the late Jessamine Caldwin. May her memory survive through the ages.
Emily.
You look tired, Father.
Every year, I think the anniversary of Jessamine's death will be easier, but it never is.
I wish Mother was still the Empress. I don't think I'm very good at this.
You're still learning. Don't worry about the rabble-rousers, and we'll catch the Crown Killer, eventually.
People are saying it's you. That these assassinations are a misguided effort to protect me.
No. Someone's trying to make us look guilty by targeting your enemies.
I wish I could just run away from all this.
Sometimes you do. You think I don't know about your nights out on the rooftops? Courage. The ceremony will be over soon.
Royal Protector and Father. I should have passed a law against that combination of titles years ago.
Your Majesty, before we begin the day's observances, we have an unexpected visitor, the Duke of Serkonos.
Ramsay says the Duke is bringing special gifts.
That's intriguing.
His Grace Luca Abel, Duke of Serkonos!
Mechanical soldiers? Amazing.
What is this, Ramsay? I didn't authorize those things.
Your Imperial Majesty and Royal Protector Corvo Attano, a native of our homeland. Serkonos offers condolences on this sorrowful day, and gifts to remind you of our nation, the rising star on the southern horizon.
We thank you, Your Grace.
Save your thanks. For now, I give you the greatest gift of all, family. I present the lost sister of Jessamine Caldwin, your rightful Empress, Delilah Caldwin.
Impossible.
My mother had a sister?
My dearest niece, hello.
It's not true.
My father was Emperor Euhorn Jacob Caldwin, and Jessamine was my younger sister. At the time of her death, I wasn't ready to make myself known to you, and I was forced to leave Dunwall. But now I'm home.
If you really are my mother's sister, you're welcome to stay as long as you like.
Little sparrow, blackened by bad memories. I'm here to relieve you of your crown. My father's promise, whispered in secret so many years ago, is now fulfilled.
Watch your tongue. Emily Caldwin is the daughter of Empress Jessamine Caldwin.
Royal Protector. How naive to think you could get away with these murders. Living in my palace has protected you, but that's over. Hear me, all of you. Your rightful Empress has returned.
All hail the Empress Delilah, first of her name. Arrest Emily Caldwin and her father for the Crown Killer murder.
What?
Sword can't still my heart.
Good morning to you all. As you probably can't see, we are playing Dishonored 2 today. Well, we are off to quite a start. Bit of information. This is a New Game Plus save, which will entail about 100 or so upgrade runes. Yes, runes. So, reason I'm not doing a fresh playthrough is because New Game Plus I tend to find a bit more fun, a bit more entertaining. That's just the general rule. So, who do I want to play as? Let's do Emily. Yes.
I will cast you in cold marble. Sweet girl, over time you will come to love me. Perhaps someday you'll see me as the mother you lost. But until then, you'll be kept out of trouble.
I'll lock Lady Emily in her chambers, and then I'll bring her to Coldstream Prison until her trial. My father lost it all when I was a boy, so now I wear this uniform, and I send 20-year-olds out to patrol the Rose Gardens instead of drinking with the men from the shooting club.
Captain Ramsey, I heard shouting. Lady Emily, what happened?
That'll be all, Captain Mayhew.
No!
That's the Royal Protector's fancy weapon. What kind of sword folds in half?
A cool one.
There's a legend in the Tower Guard about the Empress's last resort, a safe room inside your chambers holding enough gold to buy a good-sized island. They say that this ring is one of the only 2 keys to exist.
What happened? Alexei. The throne room. Father. Nothing I can do alone. I need to get out of here.
Okay, now I think I'm going to be kind of just like skipping through the epilogue, no, prologue, that's the word for it. Because it's a bit slow. But just
How
kind
many
of...
times have I looked at that skyline? It feels like everything just changed.
But to kind of get to the good stuff. The first proper mission.
Delilah is some sort of witch. How is this possible?
I was worried. Where's the Royal Protector?
There's a coup underway. My father is... he's imprisoned, for lack of a better word.
You've got to get out of the tower. Through your safe room. There was a captain earlier today, down at the docks. Looking for the Royal Protector. Find her. Get out of Dunwall.
Alexei, I'm sorry. Goodbye.
With the throne room blocked off, we should have the time we need. Just stay here and stall anyone who comes by. I'll be back when I've searched the royal chambers, assuming I don't accidentally lock myself in this damn safe room.
We'll cover for you if anyone from the Duke's party returns. This is exciting. Everything's changing.
Yes, the natural order is reasserting itself. The Ramseys once hosted the king and queen of Morley. Did you know that? I spent my childhood playing with the Buntings and the Boyles, cream of society.
And very soon you'll be back at the top, Captain.
Hey, who is...
I almost cocked that up. Lord. I almost messed it up properly. Because I'm an idiot, apparently.
This won't leave my hand again.
I don't... If you say so. Okay, now you're coming with me. I know exactly where I'm gonna put you. I'm gonna be trying to go for a low chaos run, I think. But fun to make it a bit more of a challenge. You just sit right there.
Anton Sokolov made this lock.
What didn't he make? Nope. Not in the door. Next to the door. There we go. Now let's lock this up.
Now you've got what you wanted, Ramsey. The Imperial Suite atop Dunwall Tower. Stay put until this is all set straight, Ramsey. Enjoy the rations and well water, sleeping next to a fortune. Old Samuel made this. I'm glad he didn't live to see me driven out of Dunwall Tower. The reserves won't help against Delilah, even if I had a way to carry it all out of here.
That's why we're gonna take as much as we can.
I have a feeling I'll need these.
Yeah, and I'm gonna need this knowing
I better
myself.
take these.
Okay, let's leave.
My transfer. I've got to get over to one of the other districts.
Whoops.
Shh, we shouldn't be talking.
Nope.
I'm not in the mood. Show yourself.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to leg it fast.
I've got to get away. I should talk to the captain of that ship.
I'll get to her.
Hello.
What am I going to do?
Can you...
Something's going on at Dunwall Tower. Lady, you want to hear what I've got to say? I guarantee it.
Yeah, thank you. I'm being chased by like half the town guard.
Lady Emily, you won't get far with that face. Stamped on half the coins in the city.
There's a coup underway, and I'm being blamed for the Crown Killer murders. I don't care what my face looks like.
My name's Megan Foster. I work with an old ally of yours, Anton Sokolov. We learned something scary down in the south, and I came to warn you.
I know, Anton, but Corvo's gone. The Duke of Serkonos is here with a woman named Delilah. They massacred everyone in the throne room. Then she did something I can't explain. There was nothing to do but run.
Sometimes that's all you can do. This is my ship, the Dreadful Whale. We can head out as soon as you're ready.
I need to get to Karnaca where the Crown Killer murders started. Delilah must have been down there for a while, and I've got to figure out what's going on.
You're Corvo's daughter. I'll give you that. Should we go?
Yes. I did a massive screw up. I accidentally got spotted.
I'm ready.
Let's see how bad. Yeah, 12 detections. Oops. That was. Yeah. Sorry.
Am I still aboard Megan's ship? It feels odd.
There we are.
What is this place? Where am I? I can feel something moving closer. Watching.
Well, you know it.
Empress Emily Caldwin. I am a friend of your father's from the bad old days. I never expected us to meet. I watched your mother die at the hands of schemers who wanted your little empire. Then you were rescued by a man in a strange mask. I thought that was the end of the excitement. But someone yanked the rug from under your feet. You've lost your throne and your father. And I promise, Delilah won't just give them back. So, what are you prepared to do about it? Your Imperial Majesty? And are you clever enough to do it without spilling a river of blood?
I am.
I asked Corvo those questions 15 years ago. This is the moment that changed him. Now it's your turn.
It burns from the inside. I feel like I'm standing at the edge of something. All the stories, they're true. Incredible. This is how I'm going to save my father and reclaim the throne. Corvo mentioned being here once.
The heart.
Know you. Do you remember? It's been so long, and you've been through so much. Even as an echo of myself, it's good to know you're there.
Mother? You're here, but you're not here. In my hand, but somewhere else.
Only the last of my essence, with you for a while. If only I could reach across this great expanse and take you into my arms. But I have this to offer. My gift and my curse. Summon me to your hand, and I will guide you when I can.
Who is Delilah, really? How could she? I don't understand.
There's no one quite like Delilah. I watched her pull herself up from blood and filth, until she was in a position to steal from the wisest scholars in the Empire. Survival and ambition, art and magic, with a cunning that makes fawning sycophants of those around her, all of it leading to what you saw at Dunwall Tower. Delilah's playing the long game. She took all the abuse the world could deal out, and now she has a crown. But I'll let you in on a secret. She's got her eyes set on a much greater prize.
You. Yes, she wants to control the nothingness, right? Is that the name for it?
When I was 10 years old, bored with my lessons, I dreamed about sword fighting and sailing the ocean. Now I'm realizing that the world is stranger than I ever imagined. Everything I know has been turned on its head, but I'm dealing with it the best I can. When you look at the great jeweled map at Dunwall Tower, Karnaca is the southernmost port in the Empire. A fat, red ruby. That's how I always thought of it. Up close, the city smells like the ocean and strange spices. Up close, it's a tangled story of blood and ambition. The birthplace of my father. Megan Foster is a stranger, but there's something that makes me want to trust her, despite her guarded disposition. She got me out of Dunwall, and I need answers. Delilah and the Duke made me look like a murderer, using the Crown Killer to butcher my political adversaries. They took what was mine, and I'm gonna get it back.
Aha! Dishonored! I saw that. Okay, time for the powers. Yeah, I got 56. It's just gonna take me a hot minute. Woohoo! The crossbow. I love this thing. With a couple upgrades, this thing is just brilliant.
Must be Kurt. You're up.
I am.
When you're ready to talk, I'll tell you what I know.
Let's start.
All right, you've explained part of it. But what were you and Sokolov doing here?
The old man loved Karnaca, but he'd caught wind of a conspiracy tied to the Crown Killer.
Ooh.
He wanted to warn Corvo.
How nice of him. You know where he is?
There were reports about tensions rising, corruption, street violence. I didn't give it much mind. Usually the local authorities resolve that sort of thing.
The new Duke has let things slide. But Sokolov concluded he might be the head of the conspiracy. He came in looking shocked, and if you've heard his after-dinner stories, you know that's unusual. We were going to set out for Dunwall, but something happened.
The Crown Killer.
Yes, the hatch ripped open and Sokolov screamed. All I caught was a glimpse of someone carrying him across the deck. I followed as long as I could, toward Addermeyer Institute. It's run by the alchemist Hypatia. Maybe the Duke is using a patient of hers, the Crown Killer.
Addermeyer. All right. I'll get inside. The Crown Killer has to be eliminated, and if the alchemist will cooperate, maybe I can learn something about what happened to Sokolov. Wish me luck.
If you need my luck, Sokolov's as good as dead.
Huh.
When we get done at the Institute, disable the watchtower. Once it's down, I'll bring the boat around. We'll take the skiff to the shore when you're ready.
Ah, it's Ramsey.
Mortimer Ramsey. The Duke couldn't have pulled off the coup without someone inside the City Watch. I don't know Duke Luca Abel, but Corvo served under Luca's father and said Theodanis was a good man.
And then we have Delilah.
Delilah. My aunt, if that's really true. She has a twisted way of looking at the world.
She's a bit of a twisted woman.
This Dr. Hypatia, she seems to represent the good that's possible within the Empire.
Dunwall citizens express shock and fear as yet another outspoken critic of Empress Emily Coldwin has met with a violent demise. The latest victim was none other than Ichabod Boyle, noted entrepreneur and supporter of the arts. Recently wrote an opinion piece how to criticize the Empress, what it called slipshod style of governance and her willful negligence of duties. Authorities are convinced the Crown Killer is the culprit, given the gruesome details left at the crime scene, as Her Majesty's most outspoken adversary fall one by one to this notorious assassin, we boldly ask, is now the duty of the Royal Protector to murder all those who dare to criticize the throne. I think that was a guy you could save back in Delilah because I did a massive whoopsie. I hate that starting level sometimes. Yeah, that starting level, you do one mess up and it's entirely screwed. You have to reset everything, and I'm not gonna bother with that. I'll need those, thank you. I want that as well. Those are all mine. Nope, no, come on. Pick that up. There we go. That's really when I got out of here before the fish show up. There we go. Thought I just heard something. That's the manifesto. And an inventory list. And a manifesto. No, I don't think there's much of other use for me to do right now here.
Ready for me to drop you at the docks?
Sure. Let's go.
Let's go see the streets where my father grew up.
Off we go then.
It won't do to be recognized.
I'd take you to Adamire by boat, but security's too tight. The Grand Guard have a watchtower there. Go inland and use the carriage station. Before his death, the old Duke of Serkonos spent decades building up Karnaca. After Duke Luca Abel took over, he started draining the wealth out of the city as fast as he could. Orgies and week-long feasts.
Having more fun here than we were in Dunwall, it seems.
Watch yourself on the way to Adamire. The Duke's given the Grand Guard run of the city. Strangers get attacked on sight.
I'll keep my head down.
This is a good spot. Reach Adamire, take out the Crown Killer, and find out where Sokolov was taken. The alchemist, Hypatia. She'll help if she can. Sokolov likes her.
I'll see you later at Adamire. Just wait to bring up the boat until after I've disabled the watchtower.
Here we are, we've made it to Karnaca in one piece. And I think this is where I'm going to leave it, because it has taken me a bit longer than I anticipated to get to this point. I was hoping to just quickly get through Dunwall, and then do this entire first proper mission, but yeah, no, that ended up taking a bit longer than I expected. So I think I'm actually going to end it here. And then next time around, whenever that is, hopefully get to through Karnaca and get to Adamire Mental Institute. But until we get there, I guess this is Auf Wiedersehen.